Hello out there. This is an impromptu live. I kind of announced it yesterday during our Zoom, crafty Zoom session, but I am going to go share this on Facebook and Debbie J's Discord. Yeah, I'm going to share it in all the places so that people... Yay, I can hear me. Oh, look, there's Miss Susie Fick and Marguerite, Sherry D, Bethany. Are you live? And I'm actually chatting with you? Yes, Bethany. Isn't that lovely? Just let me, not live chat, do the share button. Facebook group. Chat with Sassy Crafty Friends. Happy mail. Post. And oh yeah, Discord. I gotta copy the link this time. Share, copy link. Let's see if I can remember where I'm going. Discord, Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and testing. Let's see. Donate, waiting, sneak peek. Look who is live stream. Oh, I can't type in that one. Hold on. Crafty challenge, random act, D-stash, just chatting, let's craft. Would you like to play? Promote yourself. Maybe that. Going live. I don't know. She'll probably let me know if that's the wrong one. We can delete it later. Okay. That is there. Get back to closing all this stuff I don't need. Oh, where's Face? Oh, it's already open. It's such a dork. It's right there. I'm giving myself a thumbs up. I hate it when the chat does that. There we are. Go back. Go back. Sherry D, Mary Alice Landers, Marguerite. I hope you're all doing wonderful this Sunday, the 18th, 3 p.m. Eastern. Cordelia. I'm going to scooch this out of the way. So excited. So excited. Start with this one here. Because this came first. Look at this happy mail. Look it. Isn't that lovely? You're like, what is that? These are card bases. Already chopped, scored, and pre-folded. Look it. Oh, I know there's some top folders in here. There you are. It just didn't go up high enough. Look at that. All ready to go. Lovely little card bases, because our lovely Kim in Alaska said she's complaining a little bit too much. Let me send her some. And she sent the cutest little frog card. Isn't that adorable? And I know this one is Lisa King rubber stamps. And this might be, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is definitely Lisa King. This is one of the ones. Do I have it? Or do I want it? I can't remember. I'll have to go look. But, yes. This is Hammer Mill 100-pound paper. And I've already used 2 of them. Isn't this the cutest? My sister-in-law said the brother had heart surgery this morning. They put in 2 stents. He's doing well. Good, good, good. Yay, come home tomorrow. Isn't technology amazing? Like, oh, let's do open heart surgery stuff. Put some stuff in there and then send you home 2 days later. That's crazy. Yeah, they're the little tree frogs are so cute. And the little poisonous dart frogs, I have to admit, they're kind of my favorite because they're so bright and they're so just beautiful colors. But yeah, the little poisonous dart frogs. Teresa, hello, how are you doing? So this one is from our lovely subby Kim in Alaska. Absolutely wonderful gift of card bases. And who knows, you guys, if you're signed up to be on my mailing list, which I need to do a shout out and make sure I have all your addresses updated, because Christmas is coming and somebody might be, well, you guys might be getting these card bases with your cards. Isn't that lovely? So excited. And then this next lovely gift, make sure. Okay. I got my eye on you. This one came with a little bit of trinkets on the inside. But it came with some fun little goodies, some gently used items, because you guys, I don't mind if it's gently used. You send it my way. If I don't find a use for it, I'm happy to add it to my giveaway pile. Okay. She sent some of these. Now, we've seen these before from Simon Says Stamps, but other places sell them too. So, you know, and I want to put some resin in the bottom to make them a little bit more substantial, because to be honest, they're so light when I go to pick them up, I knock them over. So we might do a little resin pre-recording or something, because, you know, that takes time to dry. So we'll do those in resin, and it would be fun to drop some micro beads in there. Oh, look at these micro beads. Micro beads back in the day, they were all the rage, because we took these micro beads and wrapped pins. Oh, that one's like brand spankety new. Look at that. We took micro beads and we put double stick tape on pens and pencils, and then we rolled them in the micro beads, and so then we had pens that would shed micro beads. It was the thing, let me tell you. But they gave them a nice texture, and it was fun to do. Ms. Pam, hello. PJB Stamper. Anna, hello. Anna, I have a card going out to you. Here's an Anna card. So, you guys, if you follow me on Facebook, I post cards and stuff. And, you know, if you comment, you might get it. Anna is getting a card she commented on. So, and then I've never had any of the Katherine Pooler sequins, and these are gently used. Well, you know, somebody used some of the sequins, but not all of them. This is a nice little harvesty flavor. We'll make a nice harvest flavor shaker card. But look at the little container. Isn't that the cutest? But yeah, I might have to figure out what to do with the jar, because I have a different system for my sequins. So if I put those in my other system, I would have this available. Ooh, I could probably use it and put a little bit of texture paste in there and add things to it, so I can have my very own texture paste with like glitters and fun things. That might be fun. We'll have to see if this will keep that, and then put a little piece of plastic in there to keep it from fresh. Keep it fresh. Maureen Pryor, Vay, hello. Party planning. Words are hard. My apologies. Party planner papery. Party Planner Papery was on Biddy Penny's channel yesterday for Biddy Penny's first ever bazaar, and it was really fun to watch and see all of these creators with their shop, and they did giveaways and I won, so I'm super excited about that. And yes, I do believe it's Letty with the Party Planner. And Shay, hello. Okay, and then I've got some. Now it looks white, but it says it's red embossing pearl, which means that once it heats up and does its thing, there's little red flakes in there. So we'll see this around Christmas. This one's a Ranger one, and then this one is Princess Gold. Look at that. Super excited. We'll see this around Christmas too. And some glitter. Some dry fine glitter by Stickles. Again, this is going to be really good on some snow, some snowflakes, some cool cards. Some enamel accents. This is Pink Gumball. And I don't think I have any by Ranger. So this is exciting that I get to try this, because as I'm looking, Nouveau drops, liquid pearls, Stickles, a little bit of Stickles, more Nouveau. Yeah, so this is my very first enamel accents. And it's very pink. Very pink. Pink. So excited for that. And then look at that. Scrapbook.com permanent adhesive roller. I just ordered a couple of die sets. Some stitched dies from, well, no. One is a hexagon set and one is a stitched rectangle. Is what I'm getting from scrapbook.com. But this right here caught my eye. I was like, what is this? I must know. It's a little tricky to get. You gotta like push the red tab and squeeze at the same time. But you guys, look at. You guys, I'm kind of excited for this. Okay, they wrapped it really, really good so it wouldn't get roly-poly. But they're frosted glass slides. Look at that. So you can do alcohol ink on them, wrap them with wires and stuff, and do little pieces of artwork with them. You can use them right in your scrapbook as they are, or your card. Well, probably not a card. I'm gonna retract that. Don't put it on a card, because if you put this on a card and mail it and it gets shattered, we're gonna have some accidents. So don't put it in a card that you mail. But yeah, I'm super excited. 24 little frosted memory glass, and this was brand new. I had to take the wrapper off. But yeah, it tells you how to open it and everything. I don't know if they still make these, but ephemera, photos, decorative papers, all the fun stuff. We might do a Mystery Monday and make a Christmas ornament out of this. Print some family pictures and see if we can't get them in there to make little ornaments. She says it'll change colors. I think it heats up and then there's little red flecks, but I'm not 100% sure. Yes, Cordelia. Oh, and yes, you guys, this is all from Miss Cordelia. Miss Cordelia. She emailed me and was like, would you want this box of craziness? And I'm like, yeah, sign me up. I'll take the box of craziness. But look at what she did to the envelope. Isn't that the cutest? We got the spiders and the eyeball. Just super cute. Super simple too. Just stamp, stamp, stamp. And oh, she put a little glitter in the center of that eyeball. And that eyeball too. Aw. Okay, so I love it. You guys bless me all the time, and I tell you, I get teary. It really, really amazes me, the generosity that is out there. But let me collect myself. Because my next Happy Mail, whew, it really got me. I was acting like a little kid when it came. Do you see this? A subby who wishes to be unnamed donated a scan and cut to our channel. Can't get over it. It's just so awesome. But yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you, my subbies, for being so awesome. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. A blubbering idiot. Okay. So, I thought we would play with this today, if that's okay with you guys. I am, like, in awe. I do know that it works. The subby needed to know to make sure that it arrived and worked. And you guys, I plugged it in while I was in my bed because I didn't want to wait to go upstairs and whatnot. So yeah, but we're gonna set this up right here. I cleaned me a space right there, right there, so it can be on my desk at all the times. Mar 76, Marion, and I come from Germany. Well, hello and welcome from Germany. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, you guys are I have been uberly blessed with the Happy Meals, you guys. You guys don't even know. But yeah, the person who was selling, because this is used, she got it out the Facebook Marketplace, our special subby, and they sent a new mat and a gently used mat, and I say gently because this still has a lot of stick to it, so this will be awesome sauce. So I gotta find a home for the mat, but it came in its original box with its original foam, so the person took care of it very well. It came with the little pouch, the little pins, the little scraper, all the cords, and it came with, like, if you're using other companies' pens and things, so it came with that little thing, which I have a home for the extra bits, and of course the little stylus that you definitely need to poke around the screen, and then their brand of pen holders. Okay, so the little pen with the pen holder, so you don't have to cut, you can draw with it. I thought that was kind of cool. And oh, there's a little cap, and that's for the blade, but that housing is in the machine. So I'm just gonna tuck all this into the little pouch It's a cute little pouch. It's got a little button. Keep everything nice and tidy. And of course it comes with instructions for the pin housing. It comes with instructions. It comes with all the instructions because the person took care of it really nice. The activation card, all the books, but you know, I'm gonna pass on all the books because yeah, they're there if I need them. So we're gonna get this plugged in. And this was all nicely wound up. So kudos to the gentleman who sent this or was selling it, or lady, I don't know. To the person that was selling it. From where it came from, I want to say it was a guy, just because of the address was kind of guy-like. So your power cord is a 2-piecer. Ooh. Okay, you have the breakaway pack, because I do believe that this is a surge protector, but I'm not 100% sure. But always plug these in to a surge protector. Double surge it, you know, just be safe. And then you've got your power cord, which plugs in to the back in the bottom. So we've got our little round plug-in, plugs in really nice. This is a little dusty, but you know what? I would rather wash off a little dust any day, because that ain't nothing. And who knows, you know, it's gonna get dusty here too. Ugh. Okay, so that's gonna go down there. I'm gonna plug that in just a second. Hang that up so I don't lose it. And then we have the to the computer bits. Okay, so the USB end goes into your computer, and then the funky monkey one goes into the machine, and that goes in right here. There's a little spot for it. It can only go into one spot because this one is square and that one's a USB rectangle. Okay. All of the lovely peoples are saying hello to everyone. I love it. Yeah, it does. It looks brand new. It looks like it was just sitting in their shop collecting dust. Yes, I hear you, Miss Bethany. See, I didn't know about the scan and cuts until a couple years ago when I started cruising, you know, YouTube in the crafty community, which I didn't even know about until a few years ago as well. I didn't know YouTube did this. I do have to find an empty slot to plug this in because I don't want to accidentally unplug my cameras and stuff. Oh, look. There's a slot right there just for me. I just gotta reach it. Come here, slot. Don't give me harassments. And I'm just gonna plug it in because I've already got it spot set up. But I don't think we're going to need anything off the computer today because we're going to stamp and we're going to cut. Stamp, scan, and cut. That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to have to reorganize this cord, though. It is weird that the cord, at least it's long enough. Okay, so I'll be honest with you guys. The first time I make sure you guys, when I first turned this on and did the thing, I thought it was broken, and I was like, oh my gosh, I do not want to tell her that it's broken. So I'm gonna show you what happened. Oh wait, I gotta plug it in. Such a dork. Okay, we're gonna unplug the charger because I don't need that. Okay. Oh, and it's got a wireless network. I might not even need the cord. How nice is that? So you turn it on, and it, isn't that lovely? Scan and cut. Okay, and then it shows you a work surface area and all that fun stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, I just tapped the screen. Okay, this right here, it says the cartridge and mat will move to the initial position. Keep your hands, etc., away from cartridge, right? So I said, okay. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but we're going to give a listen. Did you hear? It goes, it clicks, and then the little head, it went, but it stayed put. I was like, I thought it was going to load the mat. It doesn't actually load the mat at all right there. It just moves this little piece. So I thought that was broken at first. Okay. I was panicked. I was like, it's not moving. It's not loading anything. But no, that's exactly what it was supposed to do. Okay. And then, you get your first two buttons. You get the pattern button or the scan button, and of course we're gonna play with the scan button. Okay, and I think I put the stylus right there. Okay, so there is direct cut and scan to cut data, which is what we're gonna need to do, because I'm not sure what that one is, but we need to scan what we have, right? So you get your little mat, and it tells you, okay, you want to put it in by the arrow, because this one goes either way, okay, but you want to put it in by the arrow. And then we're going to tell it to scan. Create, cut, or draw data from images, put materials to scan on the mat, and set it to the machine. Press start and stop button to scan. And right under my big old mug there, I'm going to turn me off. Let's see. Which one is that one? Is that one? Yep. Okay. So here's the little start and stop button. It's the bottom right. So if I hit that and it says load the mat, and I say okay, keep our fingers out of the way. Oh, gotta load the mat, which is the top right. Boop, boop. Okay. And then the start. And it's just gonna feed that through. Okay, and here's what's really cool. Oops, wrong button. Try and, I don't know, is that gonna be better? Okay, I turn off my light for now. So it shows the little grid on the mat and the little mucky muck area. It's so cool. So you can tell it, okay, if I had a piece of paper on there, you move your little bars around to tell it, okay, I want to cut that right there, and you would tell it okay, and it would go. So that is how you do the initial thing. You go into the scan area, you load your mat, and then you hit start and stop. And then we're just going to back out of this, and then we're going to delete it because I don't want to save that. Okay. Now I'm going to unload my mat, which is this one right here, the one with the little grid. Okay. And it unloads that for me. Okay, so what we're going to do is turn our light back on, and we're going to do some stamping. And then we're gonna pull this back over and play with that. Let me just scooch these little bits out of our way. We'll sit with your box. You can sit right there. Okay, so let's grab a stamp. Let's grab a stamp. Let's grab a stamp that we haven't used yet. Ooh, we'll stamp. Yeah, why not? We'll stamp that. We'll stamp that. We'll stamp one of those because we can. We got paper. I got paper for days. I'm gonna use my Accent Opaque 60 pound. Okay, Accent Opaque 60. Because we can. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp this one. And then we're gonna stamp that. We're gonna stamp that. We're gonna stamp these sentiments because, you know, I'm not a sentiment person too much, but if I have them and they're already cut out, like, right, we're gonna overwork this. We're gonna overwork this lovely. Aw, that was not what I wanted to do. Let's try this again. Ugh. I've got some stamps that I bought at Stamp Away. Okay, I don't want that. I try not to bend the there we go. So, you know, this, the way I store my stamps, I don't use this in the storage. So I'm going to take this and put it in my, my bin of stuff to use because I can use this on a card. How cute is that? It's already stamped and fun and ready to go. So yeah, ooh, we're going to do good morning and brewed to perfection. Like so, but I wanted to do this King Kamehameha one and see how that does. Just gonna get that right there, that right there, and that right there. Look at that. Look at all those lovely little stamps on a full sheet of paper. So you can really plan out a lot of cards. Like, you know, if you need to do a dozen of this, you could stamp them all out on even a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and then send it through your little guy there. Where's my I was like, I know it's under there. Yes, just in the other spot. So we're gonna stamp as much as we can at a time. We're gonna wait on our tree. You know, we'll wait on this one, and we know that those two go there, but we'll stamp all of these first. And we wanna, on the Tim Holtz platform, you wanna make sure clear, you can read the word clear. Okay. So we're just gonna do traditional black. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been ignoring you. What are you guys saying? I'm so sorry. So I'm just so into this. Yes, Anna. Yeah, we'll now you have to have a die cut machine for Simon stamp sets. Yes. And I'm so excited. You guys have never, yeah, I'm going to be doing videos because the donor asked that I also do videos. And I'm like, yeah. And I am going to get, so if you guys were hanging out with me and our other subbies last night on the Crafty Zoom, Abraham is going to send me his hack for, oh no, what, my stamp has a gouge in it. Well, poops. I didn't notice that. I need to start paying attention to my stamps when I get them, because this is the second set that has something wrong with it. I just emailed Ranger last night about the Simon Hurley set that had the two stamps in it that were amok. Okay, so poo. Okay, what was I gonna say? So he's gonna send his technique to use the Cricut to cut die shapes that fit the stamps. And then what happens is he cuts the shapes, then stamps on the shapes. So he's going to tell me how he does that, and I'll do a video for that too, because I do have a Cricut, and it'll be the same for silhouette and whatnot. But oops, no, don't do that. Some of those will not cut good unless you add lines. That's all right. We can do that, and I'll show you how to add lines, easy peasy. Okay. But we'll scan them first, and I'll show you. We'll see exactly where they're saying, you know, where the machine that doesn't see. And if you do have the Tim Holtz platform, it's not like the Misty. You do have to give it a little bit of love. You could put a piece of fun foam underneath to add the extra little bit. But I find that if you just, you know, a couple of times on the Stampin', this one here just isn't dark enough for me. There we go. But yeah, see, there's a big gouge in that one. I'll see if I can't get that replaced, because that one's the cute. It says, "Hey chick, you're the icing on the cake," or on the cupcake. Get these guys cleaned up. Okay. I'm going to pile these guys right here so I don't lose them. My apologies. Okay, and no apologies needed. A question is a question. It's never right or wrong, because, you know, our knowledge is only, you know, as much as knowledge as we have. Wouldn't we have to buy the dies? Right. If you have a scan and cut or a Cricut, well, yeah, and possibly the Cricut, we're gonna look into using the Cricut to do die cutting too. Mr. Abraham is gonna send me info on that. But you just need the stamps. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip this around. Okay, yeah, I'm still not doing the tree yet because I would have to flip the door around. But what we're gonna do is now stamp these bits. Okay, we're gonna do all of the, and on the Tim Holtz there is a bar, so you gotta make sure your dies don't go past the bar. And on mine, there's a weak spot right here, so I have to push extra hard in this area. Okay. Oops. But I think I'm going to stamp the coffee beans in brown. Because I have a beautiful brown that Simon Hurley has recently released to add in his collection, Weeping Willow. So we're going to add some beautiful Weeping Willow to our coffee beans. Swirl that on there because I don't want any harsh lines. Get that all cakey up. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful brown Weeping Willow. Maddie! The Empty Nest Scrapper. Hello, hello. Empty Nest Scrapper says, on my machine, sometimes so many images at once is a challenge. Okay. And that's, if you guys encounter that, you know, you can just stamp a couple of images right on the mat, and just use your block stamper and then cut it out and then stamp the next set and then cut that out. Yeah, see. I knew there was a soft spot. I just couldn't remember where. Yes. And to my knowledge, you can save your pattern. So like when you get a pattern for this, you can save it and then just cut it out a bunch of times and then stamp on it after it's been cut out. Holy mole, mole, mole. Being difficult. Thank goodness for stamping platform. Where is my tool? I keep, there you are. There we go. Get that tool rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rawhide. No. Okay, why isn't that? Okay, so being ridiculous. So we're gonna get we're just gonna focus on Good Morning. We're gonna get that one stamped. Even though these are from the same stamp company, I'm thinking they're different levels of thickness. So that one's as good as it's gonna get. We're gonna do Brewed to Perfection. Too bad we can't get it stamped to perfection. Well, yeah, that's all right. That one is going to be as good as it gets for now. I'm going to have to run that one through and see if it's just got issues. Okay, and then we'll do this one. Make sure that's rolling where it needs to be. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Oops. Oh, I need you to move. But we got a few little... nice beautiful brown. His colors build up so nice too. Like, it's just got, yeah, okay, so that rolls under a little bit. That's not connecting, but that's okay. Let's get that cleaned up. Ooh, hold up. We're gonna clean that up. Because look at all of that. Look at all that. It's a lot of ink on there, so a little bit too much ink. Too much water, but that's okay. That actually is kind of cool because you can still see the design a little bit. So if we stamped over this again, I think it would give a really unique look to this. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. It's very faint, little coffee beans. I oversaturated that one. I like it though. Sometimes that happens, you know, but don't throw that away. Okay? Because even if it's terrible, if you feel it's so terrible, I still have the backside. So, okay, so I don't have to take that off, but I do need to flip my door around. I need to flip my paper around. Get that in there. Then we're gonna get our little happy tree, happy tree. Okay. But I do need to move that so I can press down on the door. Okay, so we got that pressed in there. And we're gonna ink this bad boy up. Yes, Jean, right? I was so and it's got a spot right on my desk, so I don't have to get up and go anywhere. I don't even have to turn around. Right there. It's just right there. I rearranged my spinner tools, and yeah. It's gonna be right there with me. It's cutting. I'm gonna be a cutting fool. It's gonna get a workout. And then I'll do some videos where I just gotta play with the camera situation so you guys get a really good look and whatnot, and do some really good how-to, nice and slow how-to videos, totally step by step, so that you guys can literally follow along. I'll make it so that I'll pause a little bit so you guys can get pause the video and do the steps with me. And I will do basically an unboxing, even though you guys saw the unboxing, so you don't have to watch it again. But if you need a refresher of what it comes with or how it's supposed to look and stuff, that video will be there for reference. It's just going to take me a little bit to get to it because I've got some stuff to do. So excited. So excited. So many good things coming your guys' way. So many things I can't wait to share with you guys and whatnot. And speaking of sharing, if you guys have a little bit of extra cash or looking for something to purchase, hop on over to Crescent Creation, see if anything on sale interests you or whatnot. If you buy $50 worth of product, we have a scheduled private live for people who spend $50, at least $50 on product. Doesn't matter what product, but the live is all about lawn fawn goodies. I'm gonna have cards on how to use the Simply Celebrate Fall and the what else? I just made the cards. I can't remember. I've got 3 cards that I don't know if I'll have time to do all 3 cards, but I've got 3 cards set up to do. And they're super cute. I'm really excited for them. Okay. So I've got all our stuff. My sticky grid is stuck to my paper, but that's okay. We'll just get it restuck back down. Okay. And use that code Elizabeth Creates to save 10% on regular priced items. But I'm not 100% sure what time the live is, but it will be emailed to anybody, and I will double check for the time for you. I will double check. A lot of stuff is already on sale at Crescent Creation, which is nice. Ooh, I should have cleaned those. Okay, get that cleaned up. All right, so I got those cleaned up. I'm just gonna clean my area because we are gonna play. I'm gonna move this beautiful machine back over here. That goes there. Those go there. Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, she says, oh, by the way, Elizabeth, I love my Misty. Last year, yes, Pam, last year on my birthday celebration, I gave away a couple of Misties. Vay won one, and I gifted one to Debbie J. This year, I have some gift certificates in my paws. We're gonna give away gift certificates this year, so be sure to follow me on all of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube here. And the week of December 1st, 7 days, we're gonna do some giveaways, and you'll have lots of chances to win. I'm just dusting, you guys. I'm dusting up my new gently used, very dusty. Okay, that's gonna get that out of there. Okay, so we're gonna load our paper into our mat, and if you guys have a Cricut or anything like that, it's very similar to that. I don't put the pictures up so it can actually see the pictures. Okay, you're going to smooth that on there. Of course, you'll do this on a nice flat surface, which I'm going to do right here off to the side. Okay. And then we're going to put it in. Okay, we're going to follow the little arrow. There's little bumper grids on both sides, so it just sits in there. It's like a nice little channel. And you're going to just put it in there so it's flush against the bar, okay? And then we're going to, I think I put that up too high. I think it was fine before. Okay. That might work. We're going to scan to cut. My screen is big enough on some of them I could do that, okay? Even though it doesn't say it right here, but the first thing we need to do is load the paper. So we're going to click the load, just like that, and it grabs it. Now, the way I'm sitting, it's actually sitting on my chest, and so this is floppy, okay? So I need to press that down and make sure that stays down, and I'll help it. what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my fingers nice and loose right here as it goes through. But once it goes through, I can just take my fingers out of there. Okay, so we're going to create, cut, or draw data from images. Put materials to scan on the mat and set it to the machine. I think that's what they mean by load it. Press the start and stop button to scan. See, just let that slide through. Okay, so we've got our images. Try and get that out of the light. Okay. Gonna frame the images, which is right about there. Get it a little bit close as I can. Use the little stylus to get it in there. So it's gonna try and recognize the images. Turn out my light. See if that helps. And this is real time. Guess I could chat with you while we're doing that. Welcome back, Yakinzi. Amy, right? Emmy. I think it's Emmy. E-M-Y. Yeah. So Kim in Alaska, you're there because a lot of you guys have them and will let us know. Okay, so what we're going to do is this little button here, because this is going to cut out all the bits, all the things, but we want it kind of outlined. Okay, so you can see here that stamp turned out really good, and that stamp turned out really good, but then it's trying to do the ins and outs of all of these things instead of making a solid image, because that right there, it's like trying to cut out every little stinky thingy. Okay, so I'm gonna see so we're zoomed. We can really see that it's so these little buttons here is to scroll the page. We can see that it's trying to cut through right there. Okay, this is supposed to be one word die and it's trying to cut through it. And we don't want that. So we are going to back this out. Okay. And we're going to say okay, because we don't want that. And we're going to unload our machine, which, turn on the light for that. So our unload right there. Okay, so we're gonna do a little prep work, because you saw we want a nice image around that whole thing and around these, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do the border. Okay, so we're gonna pop these out of the way. No, okay, just fall on the floor. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do my border. You guys, it's going to be fabulous. Okay. You notice how the rubber stamp has a nice little border? We're just gonna put the rubber stamp, oops, aw, my pencil. Please have another lead in you. Yay, we have another lead. So I'm gonna put my stamp right back on it, and I'm going to put my pencil straight up and down. And just let that follow. And you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just doing in pencil so that we can trace it out in a second. See, we've got a nice, well, you can't see, but trust me, there's a nice light pencil mark. So I'm going to pop this on here. Get that lined up. It lines up pretty easy. Go like that, and then again do the lumpies and bumpies. Just like so. And you can even do it with the big guy. Just line that right back up. So I've got a nice little border around that. The other thing you can do is, if you don't want to trace, you can just put, just like fussy cutting, just kind of follow along. It doesn't have to be perfect, because the cutter will straighten, well, it won't like straighten it out, but and if I'm not mistaken, you can save the shapes, okay? So if you set up your MISTI or machine and you do your first stamping, you go in and you save your shape, and then when you stamp it, you just plop it back in there and it's cutting it again. Now this one, remember, the whole stamp, we're just gonna do like so. I don't know, does it have to be a little bit darker than this? Should it be a little bit darker? Probably shouldn't go over that again. We'll see. We'll see if it needs to be darker than that. This one's a little off. I moved everything around. I don't know where I'm going now. A little too close right there. Too close to the two. There we go. Okay. So we just drew in some lines around those, and if we do it in pencil and it works, that'll be great, because then we can erase it later. Jim and Abraham and Janine, hello, hello. Yes, laptops are easy to move. Okay. Sometimes you can play with the sensitivity of the recognition mode. Yes, that is something I'm going to have to look into. I've seen it done before, so that is just something I need to look into. I need to make sure my cord doesn't get up into the back. Okay, so we're gonna make sure well, we need to make sure that's gonna cut right. So, oh no, it's ripping my paper. Well, that was rude. Oh, okay. It looks like they added glue to this one. We're gonna just try and stay over here. So whatever glue they put down, it just ripped my paper a little bit. Yeah, Kim says, I believe you can save the shape. Yes, and I've seen that done before too. I just gotta go through and play with it, and once I figure it out 100%, you guys will be able to see. Right here on the right side, we're gonna load that mat again. Okay, and we did, I must have clicked it when I was moving it, but recognition mode, black and white. Okay. Start. Look at. Okay. It's doing its recognizing, and I'm massaging the paper because it's trying to curl up right there. How is everybody doing? Okay. Okay, so it recognized my lines around. Oops, I stood it up too far for you guys. Okay. So it recognized the line around the tree, these two, but not. Oh, I don't know what I did. Okay, so, ooh, we got more stuff to choose from. Look at that. So let's go into this one, this middle one. Outline distance. Oh, that's good. Aw. But since I drew my outlines, it's actually going to be right where I need them. So that's the outline distance, is this circle one right there. This one, can we, oh, look at that. No, we're gonna do that. Can we, I need to, oh, you can do shape-ins. Isn't that nice? So you can pick a shape. So if you have a sentiment, you can put a shape around it and cut it. That's cool. Okay, but I need that to fix itself. So we're gonna say, okay to my blobbies. See, that one turned out good. That one turned out good. But this one, I don't think, which is weird because I can see my pencil line. And it actually scanned better the last time. Okay, so I'm gonna click. Nope, we don't want to do that. The tool, cut area, nope. Okay, so I need to ignore the small things. This is in the black and white mode. Well, this is, you know, this is me just yanking it right out of the box and just clicking away. This is how I learn. I just click away and then figure out, okay, what do I need to do on that? And those are our buttons. Okay, so I just need to learn to ignore the small things. The tools is all of that. Seam allowance, pattern interval, scanning and cutting, blade adjustment area. Oh, look at all that. Oh, gotta change that. Once you figure out how to do something, you should write it down. Yeah. Is it the line with the triangle? So we're gonna line with a triangle. I don't have a line with a triangle. changing this one feature. I don't know what it's doing. You guys, this is how I learn. I just pluggy and then I go watch a video. Okay, so I need to figure out where, maybe it's on the home screen where we ignore the small bits. But these ones are looking good. I do like how those are coming in. Let's go ahead and close this. Ignore object size. No. Okay, there we go. Okay. So that is, okay, so that ignore the object size, and so it's leaving me this one here, I think is looking good. Okay, so yeah, that one. So the only one I gotta redo is the beans. So, haha, that's all right. Okay, so then we close, we say okay for that. And so yeah, it's gonna cut the first bits. And then we'll go back to the beans in a momento. Look at us. And then, oh look, it'll draw it or cut it. But we're going to cut it. And then we're going to hit the start button. Woohoo! Start button lit up. Look at that. So we're going to cut it and see how cute. Oh, we're going to hit the start. Ooh. Woo-wee. Okay. Okay, why is that cutting it twice? That's weird. It cut that one twice. It must have seen a second line that I didn't realize. Okay. That, I'm not even peeling that up because it didn't even cut through the paper. Like, not even. But, yeah, it cut right on the line for this one. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it followed pretty good. My line, it just yeah, it just didn't cut through. So I'm gonna see if we can do it again. Okay, so we're gonna do the tools, and then we're gonna do cut speed, cut pressure, We're going to increase that. My little cutter tool is on a 2, so I'm going to push that to a... Is it more? Yeah, so the bigger the number, the further out it comes. So I'm going to put that on a 4. I don't know. Yeah, can you do just an offset for one item? So I upped the pressure to 2 and I dialed it to a 4. And this is for 60 pound or 60 accent opaque 60 pound cover copy paper or cover paper. Yes. You gotta, there is, I think you missed the, what, do you agree to the rules? I thought, yeah. So if you're trying to join the Facebook group, there's 2 questions and a rule, and I'm going to add a 3rd question today. Just easy questions. Or change one of the questions. Okay, we're going to do this again. Got to load the mat. Okay. Since I didn't move anything, and I don't mind if this doesn't work out 100% because this is just a sample run. There must have been 2 lines around that one too. That's so weird. Oh, this thing is super fast. I think for more intricate stuff, you definitely want to slow it down. But I like I'm not going to have to be waiting forever. Yeah, it shifted a little because it was a little bent up, bent out of shape. But look it, if I hadn't moved it, it would have cut it really good. Look at that. But we're gonna stamp a couple of these again, and we're gonna use some tips that I've just been, oh my gosh, look at, I might have cut. I'm gonna change the pressure to 1 and just leave the cut depth alone. Oh my goodness, look it. Oh, look it. Okay, so this is so fabulous. But like this one here, I don't know why. This one cut twice. And then it's funny because my pencil mark got really light right there. And so it didn't cut that. But we're going to do something fun here. So hold on. We're going to... I moved everything around. I don't know where anything's at. We're going to cut. Okay. So one of the tips was finish cutting. I know I don't have, I need a third camera. Okay, I'm gonna set you right there. Okay, so one of the tips was to draw with a Sharpie. Okay, because you can save these. I'm not gonna save these, but say like my background stamps, I can stamp them and whatnot. Okay, so one of the tips was, and you can do a shout out, say, yeah, that was my tip, because I think it was Abraham, but we're gonna draw the line a little bit bigger than we normally would, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect, especially with these beans. Okay, and then we're gonna shift the thingy to the inside so it cuts inside our line. I think. I don't know, you guys. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? A nice beautiful outline. So we're gonna cut that out. Let me erase the white or my pencil line. Okay. I don't need it to think it needs to cut those. Okay, so you just see how quick it was. I just did the drawing. 0.04 is a good amount. You're still going to have to ignore the small bits. Okay. Why cut out the background? It looks bigger than A2. Oh, this is just to do it. Say like if I was doing a scrapbook page, you know, I might want the whole thing. But yeah, this is definitely bigger than an A2 size. Okay. So yeah, but technically this particular one, I would just stamp right on the card. But if I was doing maybe a background, you know, but yeah, just playing around. Just playing around. Okay. Let's get this back over here. Okay, so there's that, and there's that, and make sure that's tipped down. I'll put it on that side because that side is extra sticky. Sticky! Okay, so we're going, oops, you guys can't see nothing. So we're gonna load it up. We've got our nice, bold, bigger than needed outline. Not too much bigger. And then we're going to scan to cut the data. Okay, we're going to load our mat. Beware of the fingers. Then we're going to do the start. So it's going to scan it. Okay, so yeah, don't stop in the middle. I was like, can we stop the thingy? Nope. Okay. I'm just testing stuff out. Says, watch your fingers. I forgot to hold it up. Oh, hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Stop. Cancel. Cancel. It fell off the page. Okay. I don't want it over there. I don't have a lot of room where I am working. Oops, it was already loaded, you dork. So I gotta catch it in the back. It was getting smooshed in the back. Okay, so we're holding that there. It's doing its recognize-y bit. Recognize, recognize, recognize. And I closed my video. I have to go finish up supper. Bye, Cordelia. Scrapbooking. Junk journals too, because you know those are a little bit bigger to use sometimes. And S. Anderson. Hello, hello. Oh, it's a Susan. Susan Anderson. Hello. Oh, look. You can see. We can see. Is it trying to cut the beans? Okay, so we want our little area. That's where it's going. I like that my screen is a little bit bigger. I can actually use my finger if I wanted to. But, okay, so yeah, this way here, it is ignoring my beans. So that's a plus. But if it wasn't ignoring my beans, we would go here and we would go to the ignore object size. Okay, but it's actually doing pretty good. So we tell it okay. And then we're going to save. Oh no, look at that. We can save it. Well, I don't have it connected to my computer, but that's what I would need to do, is connect it to the computer. But we're not going to save it. What are we going to do? Okay, so why can't I cut it? Did I go into the wrong thing? I want to cut it. Can I cut it? What happened? I got a scan and cut from a subby. And I pushed the wrong button because it didn't want to cut. So I gotta see what's going on. Gotta see what I messed up on. So S. Anderson, Vay was trying to get into the chat with Sassy's crafty friends, and you need to answer 3 questions. Well, answer 2 questions and then click agree to the rules, but for some reason it doesn't always pop up for some. Okay, see, I have the save button, but I don't want to save it. I just want to cut it. We're just going to save it to the machine. Okay, I'm really lost. Why is it all of a sudden I can't cut nothing? I thought I did. Yeah, scan to cut, cut or draw. This is the CM350. CM350. Scan and cut. See? What? What's going on? Huh. Well, that's very unusual. Okay, so that is really weird. Okay. Direct cut. Okay. Do the direct cut button. Well, that's the first one I used. That's really weird because that's the button I used to do the first cuts. But there's all my little cutter things. Okay, and then this one we have the black marker, which we want to cut out. So we're going to do outline distance. We're going to, that's bigger. So we can't do any smaller. That's just the pages. Okay, I don't know. We'll see how it looks. Oh, and I need to edit my pressure, because pressure, we're gonna do it back to 1. And then we're gonna cut it. So, okay, I need to put my pressure back on 2. So, yeah, that did pretty darn good. It left a little bit of a line there, but, you know, once I get the hang of it. But if I put my beans on there the same way and I use that shape, so how do I... Okay, so we saved the thingy. So if I go to the home, and then we have our pattern, and we go to saved data, and we saved the data on the machine. Oh, look. There's theirs, and here's ours. So if I pick my pattern, right, and then we get another sheet of paper. So we got our pattern, and we're going to do our paper. And then we tell it okay. And then we say okay. And then we do the cut. And we load our paper. And then we start it. Oh, look it. And then we have so I love this. You can cut it a couple of times because it'll fit on there twice, right? So after you cut your shape, once you get your shapes recognized and saved, I'm sure you can save and change the names, especially if you put them on your computer, right? And then you say, oh, there's that bean. Oh, you guys can't see. So here's the bean where it sticks out more. So I can put it in my MISTI and line everybody up, and I would have a great cut. So here's my thoughts after doing this, right? Because you can save your image, if you draw with your Sharpie right along perfectly, come here, we're gonna do this. So this is what I'm thinking. Okay, we don't even have to stamp it first. We're just gonna cut and save the outline, right? So you can get a Sharpie, you can get a pen, and just to show you, you can use whatever as long as it's dark and it shows up. So I'm gonna grab my little roller ball because I like this pen. I have a little bit more control. So I'm just going to do nice and steady. Keep your pen straight up and down. And do how it's comfortable for you. Once you do this the one time, you don't have to do it again if you save your image, right? Because that's the goal of the scan and cut, is to save you time and energy. So if you have these all saved up, like so, okay, there's our image. Our stamp is perfectly fine. There's one little speck that wipes right off. Okay, we are going to want to make sure that we check our stamp or our thing to make sure that we have good lines. Okay. So our first set of stamps is just going to be saving that. I'm going to switch these around now. Okay, so we finished the cut. We're going to go to the home. We're going to go to the patterns, save data on the machine. Can we... Yeah, we're going to throw that away. We're going to throw that away. And then we're going to throw that away because that's from them. Okay. And then we have... No. Okay. So now we don't have any saved data, but we're going to go home. And then we're going to go... We're going to do scan because we got to get the info. Okay. So we're going to get this in here, load the mat. And then we want to scan it to save it. So that's ready to go. Scan it to save it. It's going to do its initializing. Yeah, they're not little cheaps. So we're going to select that it's an outline. Okay. We're going to reduce our cutting area so we don't have all this weirdness in the background. So we're going to get it close to our cutting area. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And then we're going to see what it's selecting. Can we zoom? Okay, so that looks good. And then, yeah, that helps with the grayscale. Okay. And then we're going to save that. I'm going to save it to the machine. And we can't change the name, but that's okay. When we save it to our computer, we can change the name there. Okay, but for now, we've just got that. So we've got that saved. So then we exit, and then we should have it in our patterns. And there it is, right there. Okay. And then we should be able to cut it. Okay, and then we're going to tell it okay. And then we're going to say okay. Or wait, yeah. And then we're going to cut it. Say okay. Now we go back and we add, we can do it again. Can we move where it's at? Yes, we can. Look at that. So we could fill our page. You know, if you have a long page, you can fill it like that, but see, put it like that. So if we had an 8.5 by 11, we just follow the guide, because this is our cut area. This big, thick gray outline, that's our cut area. So if we put our paper right in the corner, we're going to be able to cut those. And you can count these little squares. They're the 1-inch little squares, okay? So you can get it right up there, really close to each other, and then have that cut 2 of them. But I did go ahead and cut the original, which, you know, it did pretty darn good job. Pretty darn good job. So when you scan it and save it, you don't have to cut it right away. Maybe use this little piece as another thing. Maybe put another stamp in there, and do your little outlines. I can use this for cleanup. It's not a wasted piece of paper, especially if you're getting it into your system. So I added an image, so then we can load this up. And this is the method where you would cut first and then stamp. And so I've got those both in there now, both the littles, and so I can cut it. And I didn't have to unload my mat or anything, so that's fun. So now when we cut, we're not going to have that black outline. So So you scan with the matte with a black line. Is there another way to scan besides the matte? You definitely need the matte for this. This machine is not going to work without the matte. But you can stamp your image first and scan the image that way. But see here, now I have two rectangles that don't have that black line. And I've got room. I could stamp some images in there and get their little images saved. I'm so excited about this. So you can definitely save for your favorite stamps, like my Anthony's Papercraft, the poinsettia that I love so much. I'll be able to save that image and just cut the poinsettias as often as I need, or cut a whole bunch and just have them ready to go. Alright, so here we have our little bean outlines. Okay, so you can, oops, why are you flopping around? Get back up there. So you can grab your stamping platform, whatever you have handy. Okay. I'm gonna put, oops, did I flip that over? I sure did. Don't flip it over though. So I'm just going to get this one. Come here, you. I'm gonna use this part of my mat. Yes, you can cut from designer paper to via the scan and cut feature. You just have to fiddle with the design. So I'm going to put this in the corner. Okay, put that in the corner. And then that one little bean, okay, I know is going to go right there. Oh my goodness, you guys, that just lined up so nice. I've got a little bit of extra room there, so little scooch. Okay. Make sure that stays put. And then we're gonna get our little beans. We're gonna do like two-tone beans. We're gonna see how that looks. Get some of that on there. Maybe not so great, because nope, we'll fix that. We'll fix it. Fix it with the brown. Okay, we're just gonna blend some of that, because I got some harsh marks from that. I'm just gonna blend that a little bit, because I've got two colors of brown in there. Linda, hello. Simon Hurley's older stamps, absolutely. The background stamps, I mean, you save your images and then you go to the computer and you're like, okay, I need to cut a sheet of the Simon Hurley birds, and then you can stamp all the birds, because this is what you would do. You would put the image, you'd put your cut in your positioner, you're gonna drop your image right on top of that, and voila. Okay, so I'm gonna ink this up a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with this one, make sure that's in the corner, and I just offset that a little. I think I missed. Yep, but that's okay. Yeah, see, I think there's a miss right there. But there's my beans. Look at my beans. And they have this perfect border that I can ink up even more. And I'm going to do this one. Just plop it in there. My stamp is already on the positioner, because these are going to be exactly the same. This is the cookie dough. Gonna be a light roast. Ooh, look it. No, I was just not stamping good enough right there. Whatever reason. That stamped beautifully. I don't know what was going on there. I missed it. But look at our beans. How quick was that, the second stamping? Like, I just popped that right in there. Oh my goodness, you guys. And then you can take your ink blending brush and catch those edges. Make them a little bit more finished. And then we have a bean page for our scrapbook, junk journal. I could cut it in half and do 2 cards with it. Going in with the darker one, even more hit and missy, so it looks a little charred. See how well they go together? Oh, how easy peasy that was. We're gonna get that in there. And I got beans. I got beans. Look at that. Yeah, so you make your die cuts, you save your little outlines, and then you cut. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. And then this one, it has the black border, but like I said, it's not wasted, you guys. I'll put that in here. We'll stamp it up. We'll see how it looks with the little black border. It's gonna be fine. Just blend that a little bit. A little bit of harshness going on. Make sure that's in the corner. Being a little stubborn. Oh, look at those beans. So with that black, just adds a little bit of something. So you can even use that. Let me get my rag and have all these beans. See that? And this would even be cool, you know, I could put a piece of the craft paper in there or another pattern paper and then stamp over it. I mean, our beans are so fabulous, and in no time, once we get it figured out, it's like easy peasy lemon squeezy. A Cricut Joy Mats sits in the misty. Yes, this is the Dollar Tree. The tack is just up further, so that's why I didn't use it, because I needed it stuck here in the corner. And I have a piece of the grid paper. I have it laminated, okay, and then I put press and seal over it, and then another piece that's laminated, I just covered the back. So this is 2 laminated sheets, one with some press and seal. And I've had the press and seal on there for quite some time. I probably should replace it because I've used it quite a bit. But that press and seal, it does its job too. You put that on there and it stays pretty good. Mine's kind of getting weak though, because I've used it. But yeah, how fun is that? How fun is that? Okay, so we got a little bit of cleanup. I'm not going to oversaturate it this time. We're going to mist, maybe a little oversaturation, just a little. We're going to grab another one of those. Right on the top. Oh, look at that. And remember our other cleanup? Ugh, look at that. Let's see if that will give us any more. We'll stick that in there. Oh, that one's a little bit small, that's right. We'll just scooch it right about there. Add another layer of cleanup on top of that. So, yeah, I just picked up a couple of little things. A little bean right there. But that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't make me sad. I'm going to do clean up on that. See if I can't get the 1 sentiment replaced because it was bad. Okay. Yes, that Janine has a good. So, this weird wonky shape, I could just use it for cleanup and already have a fun shape cut out. I would have to make it a little bit smaller though, so it would fit on this. But yeah, so then we wouldn't have to fussy cut anything. It would just be, actually look it gives a little, it hangs over a little bit. You'd need a bigger envelope. But yeah. All right, so thank you to the lovely subby who sent this. I'm gonna have so much fun, and I am gonna do tutorials for it. A little bit better. I'm gonna practice with it, make sure I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna show you how to save it to your computer, how to do the wireless and all that sort of fun stuff, because I know sometimes that can be tricky, and all that. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me for this. It turned out to be a long live, but I had a lot of fun, so I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I'm not sad at all. Get that back in there so don't lose my pieces. I am going to be playing around with this a little bit more, and like I said, I'm going to have it right here, right next to me, so I can just load, stamp, and go. Ugh, I love this one. But look at how cute. And I'm not sad about this black outline either. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Yeah, so I just made I made background. Oh, I forgot my other one. Our first one. Oh, I love it. I love it. That one needs inkied up though. All right. Thanks everyone. Thanks Mr. Jim for reminding peeps about the thumbs up. You know, that gets my videos out there somewhat. Oh, see, Julie Fan Balzer has a lot of videos too for the scan and cut. I'll try and connect her. Yes, Linda, a subby sent the scan and cut, and I'm just feeling overly whelmed and overly blessed, let me tell you. Thank you, Kim. That's really sweet. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, S. Anderson, for popping in. Hope you have a great dinner. If I missed any of your questions, drop them in the comments. You can message me. I'm on Messenger, Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. Find my little sassy unicorn. Can't you resize a scan for other size? See, I'm gonna look into all of that, because that's a question I was just thinking when I was like, can I? And then when I stamped it, it would be already ready to go. So yeah, I'm hoping I'll figure out all of the fun stuff and do little videos about all the fun stuff that I find out about it. Cool beans. Oh yeah, so back up a little bit. Deborah says you have to trace the stamp first before it cuts. And was it Kim? No. Ooh. Oh, Sherry D says not if you have a stamp that has a solid line around it. Right. I didn't have to. Where is? I got all excited. I kind of threw everything around. Here we go. So, these ones, I just have to adjust with the outlining, but I stamped, and this was how it looked when it cut. It was off a little bit on the one side, which is perfect, but I just needed to offset it a little bit so we get a nice little white border around the whole thing. But yeah, I didn't have to trace this one, and I didn't have to trace the other one, but again, the offsetting was a little bit off. It might have done better if I'd have colored them first. I don't know, so I'll be looking into that too. What sticky mat are you using? I think that got answered, I believe, but yeah, this is the Dollar Tree Stick-A-Mat, and then my press and steel, homemade press and steel Stick-A-Mat, which I kind of like better than this one, because this one has no stick on the edge, whereas this is sticky right to the edge. Okay. Thank you for all the congratulations, like Teresa Brewer. She says, congratulations, Elizabeth. Awesome to see you so excited. It's contagious. Yes, I hope so. I hope you guys are inspired to get out there. Okay, going live shortly. Ooh, Bethany, I'll be there. So if Bethany is BB Production Studio, and we will get over there, and I will see you in the comments at Bethany's. Have a great day, everyone. I know my heart is really full right now, and I thank all of you for that. So keep up the kindness, and we'll see you next time. For me, it'll be tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you, Bethany. I can't wait to show you. Yeah, and don't forget, Miss Kim in Alaska. I get to make some cards with my card bases. It's like, it was all perfect. Like, I've got the stuff, the card bases, the cutter. Yeah, CM 350. 350. So excited. Okay, I gotta go.